Okay, we're back now with Modern between Devin Russell and Alex Adams. Devin's at the top of the screen this time.
Now, what do you think a mana boat is?
I, I, the first thing I think of when I see it is, for some reason, I don't know why, Treasure Cruise.
Yeah.
So it's, it's one of those boats just full of mana, and it looks like we're on Elves straight up. Your area of expertise?
Yeah, I play, this is Oliver. I play Elves in Legacy. It's the only Legacy deck I've ever played, and I just picked it up for the league. I never played Legacy before that, and it's a lot of fun.
I think it was good timing as well because I'm no Legacy expert. I picked up a deck as well just for the leagues, but everyone seems to say Elves got good when Miracles turned garbage. So
Yeah,
a lot
that's the
more a lot
reason
more
why.
Elves decks are appearing.
Yeah, so I'm not really familiar with the modern one, but I think there's like a Vizier of the Remedies combo in there somewhere. So let's see where this goes.
Yeah, I think that's a new edition that just came in. I was last Modern. I went to GP Vegas for the Modern tournament, and that Vizier was just everywhere leading up to it. Anyone that was sort of on any sort of green white combination was trying to jam that combo.
Yeah.
This looks like it's Zoo from Alex.
Okay.
This is a pretty cool card, the Nanam Renegade. It's very good in Modern because you basically just fetch the land and it becomes a 2/3 for 1 every time
Yeah, Death
with
Touch.
Death Touch. Yeah.
So, for those of us who aren't that familiar with modern, or whoever's listening, what do you mean by zoo? What is a zoo deck?
It tends to usually be in Naya colors, so red, green, white. It tends to play. I don't know why it's called Zoo, but my guess is that it's because it's got animals. So Curd Ape is one that you'll see.
Hmm.
The big ape for one red mana,
Hmm.
and the Wild Nacatl seem to be the signature one drops. This Nanam Renegade is a fairly new addition to the deck.
Yeah, well, right now we got mono elves on the battlefield, so keep that.
It's an elf. Yeah, it is too. Yeah.
Devin plays Elvish Visionary, draws a card.
I don't know
Uh,
if there's any elf lords is there that just give all elves +1/+1.
so the zoo decks are typically like an aggro deck.
Yeah, they just play flat out aggro. I'm not, I've never played with the actual deck, but they're what you would expect from a burn deck, but they replace a lot of the burn spells just with cheap creatures, so they just keep pounding you over and over.
We got a Burning Tree Emissary. You got to read that here. When he enters the battlefield, add red green to their mana pool.
Yes, it's just a whole heap of 1 and 2 drop value creatures.
Hmm. You can
And
power out another 2 drop here.
yeah, and normally you wouldn't play this card without having the 2 drop. What both of these players are going to do is just sort of try and go wider than the other person. I think the deck, but he's using one of his reds to lightning bolt, probably the Heritage Druid. Um, he's just going to. Devin's just stepping away for a moment. I,
Yeah, if that is on the combo, I wonder if. Oh, I guess. Yeah, I wonder if you want to leave up the lightning bolt to disrupt the combo, but I think you could wait. Oh, I guess you can't wait because he's got to use the mana right now. But
yeah, and Alex might not be aware of that either. Um, a lot of these players, his relative Tyler. Sorry, I'm just finishing a cookie. Yeah. Uh, his relative Tyler Adams is actually just a legacy player that net decked standard and modern just to participate in the league. So a lot of players are not necessarily familiar with the meta game, so he might not be aware of the combo at all, and he might just, as a legacy player, he might see our elves.
hmm
So who do you think this matchup favors?
I honestly just don't know these decks well enough. I guess it's just the classic, can the aggro get there before the combo goes off? But I think that the elves is probably resilient enough to have enough chump blockers and resiliency to get there before you can get aggroed out.
Yeah, I think that's my take on it as well. If Alex is going to win this, he sort of has to be have a good aggressive early draw because the elves player, even if their creatures at 1-1 are outclassed, ultimately is going to have Azuri at some stage.
Mhm.
And as you mentioned, the combo.
So
And
that's not an elf lord, but it is an elf druid, and he does pump the elvish visionary here so that he can swing in.
crucially, it says elf creatures you control. One of I say that because one of the merfolk lords pumps all merfolk, not just your own.
Hmm.
And there's a blue card that I forget its name. It's a kind of a commander staple that copies and it becomes all card types. So you can have it as the lord as well to pump your own creatures. I'll see if I can quickly find it. I've got a copy somewhere. No, it's not in my folder, of course. And there's the Wild Nicardle. There's
Yep,
one of the signature one drops. You,
probably fetch planes here. Can bolt the elf druid.
the Elves deck, I think it plays 4 Path to Exiles, but I'm not familiar with any other removal that it has. Because this sort of matchup, it's if it gets behind on board, it's going to be difficult to catch up without comboing, or at least building a presence that Azuri can take advantage of. But it's probably going to be too slow at this stage for Azuri,
Hmm.
particularly when those his key, the card that taps 3, Heritage Druid's gone. So he doesn't sort of have that mana ramp at this stage.
Yeah. Well, very suspicious 4 mana open past the turn from Devin here. I mean, it's got to be collected company.
Yeah, and the card was going to be a 3/3, so I don't know of any 2 elves that he's going to find that can probably ambush him in combat anyway. And you can see with Devin at the top of the screen the Hour of Devastation full arts becoming pretty popular on X Mage now. There's the Curd Ape.
So I guess it is a zoo with the elf guy is kind of the zookeeper right now.
Yeah. Yeah, just he's just got 3 value 1 drops sitting on the battlefield. But Devon at least he's still got a pretty healthy life total at 16. And Alex is down to 1 card.
Here comes the company. See what he can find. Ooh, that's a good one.
And he's going to get the extra. But he's going to be forced to trade the Dwynen's Elite if he wants to take something down. Yep.
Hmm. Ooh, a
Oof.
Tarka's command.
Yeah, that's going to hurt. So he'll take 6 altogether.
Okay, down to 10. No cards in hand, though. For Alex.
Yeah, I think that's why a lot of people, because Zoo was incredibly popular at one point in Modern, but yeah, it just runs out of gas. Like you sort of dump your one-drop hands, and I generally play for a long time. I played Jeskai Control in Modern, and it was just kind of you find your anger of the gods, you sweep their board, and it's over from there. And I think with there's a period of time where the Nahiri Emrakul combo was pretty popular in Jeskai Control. I don't know if that created more Jeskai and hence more Anger of the Gods to drive the Zoo out, but you don't see it too much these days.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the other appeal of the deck as well is in real life and paper, it's a pretty cheap deck to assemble.
Right.
In terms of modern decks, it doesn't cost a lot of money to have a decent competitive deck.
So Alex doesn't fetch there. I guess doesn't need to thin the deck or anything like that. Just staying aggro.
Yeah, I think you can kind of see Devin's getting on top here if he can.
Got to make some blocks where if the elf druid gets bolted or path or something,
Yeah, I think this screams of Ataka's command right here.
you know.
Swinging the Curd Ape into the Dwynen's Elite. Wait and see if the Ataka's command comes out. Or even a Lightning Bolt to remove one blocker. Ah, yeah, this is Ataka's command.
Off the top, good non-fetch by Alex. Knew it was on top.
Yeah. Collected company in response? Yep.
Oh wow, nice.
Well, if this finds another Arch Druid, it will negate the Ataka's command essentially.
Yeah, so it looks like it's not a combo version. It's just an elf go wide and probably some big team pump spells in there.
Oh, there you go. Just as
Oh,
we say it.
there's
But he didn't find the Arch Druid, so he's going to take a bit of a hit here.
So he does have infinite mana on his turn, right?
Has he got anything to do with it? One card in hand. I'm not familiar with the combo in the elves. Does it play the Duskwatch Recruiter to find something?
I think so.
Although Devin's down to 4 here, so he's going to be forced to block next turn if he can't do something this turn.
So for those of you who don't know the combo, the devoted druid, you tap it for a forest, and then you can untap it. You have to put a -1/-1 counter on it, but because of the vizier, it gets no counter, so you can just keep tapping it for mana.
Yeah, I think here the Renegade, the Nana Renegade's a real pest with that Death Touch. It's kind of putting Devin in an awkward position.
Wow, just an attack here. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Uh, I think that's highly risky. Three, four, five, six, seven. So I mean, it'll create a situation where it's lethal on board next turn. But Alex is playing off the top of his deck, a top deck lightning bolt, and he takes the match.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Will
even
there,
another top deck attacker's command.
will there be a fetch land fetch here? Okay, untaps, no -1/-1 counter due to the Vizier.
Yeah, I didn't see that line, so that protects against the bolt.
Right.
So he's
And
got.
he can also make use activate Westville Abbey at end of turn if he wants to risk going down to 3 life.
I think he needs one more. Oh yeah, he's got the Elvish Druid to.
Oh, there's the bolt. Wow.
What's he gonna do here? To the face or take out the Druid?
I think it's got to be take out the Druid.
Yeah. So both of his creatures survive. There's 2, 4, 5 damage on board, so he's safer on the crackback.
Get in for 2. And again, smartly doesn't crack the air mates. A new lightning bolt was on top.
Oh, he's gonna offer the trade. That's probably a good attack, actually.
That's not a trade, right? That's what he would
Oh
just
yeah,
eat.
sorry, yeah, not a trade. Yeah, he's gonna.
Or he's
What's this?
so maybe gonna make a Westville Abbey, or maybe another collected company.
Ah, yes, he can just keep pumping out the west. I see what you're talking about now. Here, but yeah, as you say, it's going to cost him one a turn.
Yeah, which is probably not worth it in case of another bolt or another Tarkus command. So I'm expecting another collected company here.
Although, doesn't he actually have the game on board now? He could just do this over and over. He could take another 2 to go to 1. He'd have 2 attack, 2 more, so he'd have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage on board. He'd still need to remove the Curd Ape, so he'd be 1 short.
Yeah, you can only make 1 a turn because the Westville Abbey has to tap. Oh, so he does go to 3. Do you block here? If you're at 3, you might as well go to 1.
2, 2, 4, 5, 6 damage on board. An Arch Druid would not do it. Yeah, so that's a bit of a funny block.
Okay, chump block. Take
Well,
1 instead of 2.
I think the advantage of that is that besides, I mean, Bolt's going to finish him, but it means he only needs 1 blocker for the 2 creatures.
Right.
If you drop to 1, then either of those is lethal. 2, 4, 5.
Chord of Calling. So this must be some sort of combo finisher here.
Yeah, so can he chord for Azuri and then get infinite mana for Azuri's ability? Does it work like that?
Sounds. I'm actually not familiar with the combo, but that sounds like it would work.
Yeah, because I think Azuri's combo,
Yeah,
you don't tap for it. Azuri doesn't tap.
that's right. That's right. So all the elves just get huge and trample.
And with Alex out of cards, Devin's going to take the first match. You see, chords for 3. Yeah, there it is, Azuri. So Azuri costs 5 each turn, which he can get from the infinite mana, obviously, to give all creatures +3/+3. He can do it over again as many times as he likes.
That's what I was saying earlier about keeping the bolt for one of these combo pieces.
Yeah, I think there was he took the aggressive line where he bolted away one of the defenders. Yeah, and so he concedes. And Devin takes game one.